Even though Isabel hadn't entirely forgiven me for bringing my mom to Wormwood, she had subjected herself to a date with Tony for my sake. As shudder-worthy as the date had been, it proved for certain that Tony was innocent. Now we knew that Tony and Claire were both dead ends. I needed to talk to Vincent, but I didn't know how to reach him. Dozens of thoughts raced through my head as I restocked the pastry shelves at the Wormdirt Cafe.
What is this one?
Blood-glazed donuts.
And these?
Brains empanadas.
And that one?
Those are our famous chocolate croissants.
Blood chocolate croissants?
No, just chocolate croissants. Give me 2 more minutes and I will put out the little signs that say what they are.
Oh, okay.
Hey, George. Oh, sweet, chocolate croissants. Can I grab one of those? Oh, and Isabel's usual vegan stuff.
Sure thing. A hulking blonde Bigfoot standing in line narrowed her dark eyes at me.
Does your manager know you let humans in here?
Yes? They come in here all the time.
I'll be letting corporate know how I feel about that.
Is there a corporate?
No.
I didn't know the monster world had Karens.
I hope we're not getting you into more trouble.
No, she's just rude. I'm glad to have you guys here. I've been thinking about a lot of things. How to fix things with Isabel, how to deal with Claire being around all the time, how to talk to Vincent about my murder.
Vincent Lambert? That sweet boy?
Yeah, that sweet boy.
Vincent was the last person that I know was there the night I died, but I have no idea how to get in touch with him.
I could text him for you.
Really?
Yeah, I have his number.
That would be great. You could tell him to meet me at the beach later today. My shift is over in a couple hours.
Are you going to take your friends with you?
No, I don't think so. It's probably better if I just go by myself. The less monsters there, the less likely anyone will notice. And I'm already on thin ice with Isabel.
I'll say.
I know this is important to you. I just wish I could go with you. It's so frustrating being trapped here.
Mom, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I understand. Just make sure you're home in time for dinner.
I will. Love you, Mom.
I love you too.
Vincent says, sure, I'll see you at 2.
All right, 2 it is. As soon as my shift ended, I swung by the Nightside Bakery, grabbed a few glamour cupcakes and a fried brain sandwich, and headed to Sweet Gum Shore. I understood why some people liked it here. The scent of salt water and sound of the crashing waves were soothing. I closed my eyes to let it calm me.
Petra?
Huh? Oh, hi, Vincent. Thanks for coming.
No problem. Is everything okay? Ash's text didn't say much.
Kind of. I just have a lot on my mind. I've been thinking a lot about Georgie lately.
Yeah, I felt the same way when my mom died. I miss Georgie too. She was really smart and talented.
You said you were pretty much her only friend, right?
I mean, yeah, basically. We actually met because I needed help with an English paper. Georgie had the best grades in our class, so Miss Barea, our teacher, suggested I ask her. We'd only spoken a few times before, but I really needed help with that paper. So I did. We started meeting every Friday after school, and she turned out to be a really cool person.
Thank you for saying that. It helps to hear.
Yeah, of course. I'm actually pretty hungry. You want to talk over lunch? We can grab something to eat.
Sure. I packed my own, if that's okay. I have a very specific diet.
That's cool. Let's head to my place.
Vincent was so nice. I needed to ask him about the night I died, but it was hard to get myself to bring it up. Not only had he lost his mom, he had lost a close friend. I didn't want to upset him. We arrived at Vincent's home. It was a 2-story pale yellow house with a long brick walkway. Wicker chairs sat on the veranda. Inside, there was plastic covering the sofas, and garden variety art had been placed sparingly along the walls. I took it all in, wondering if I had ever been here before. So, Georgie and English. Was she a good tutor?
Oh yeah, she knew a lot about literature. Oh, but you probably already knew that.
I did.
Being her cousin.
Oh, right. After Vincent finished making his lunch, we headed to the study. It looked like Vincent had completely taken it over. The bookshelves were lined with sports trophies and frighteningly thick textbooks. The garbage can was overflowing with empty energy drinks.
I usually do my homework in here. My dad prefers working in the kitchen because there's more sunlight in there.
What does he do for a living?
He teaches biology at the University of Tampa. He wanted to transfer to Berkeley, but when I didn't get in...
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I think my dad was more bummed out than I was. I love living in Sweet Gum. My friends are here, the ocean is here, the beach is here. It's great.
Yeah. Vincent, can I ask you about something?
About Georgie?
Is that okay?
Ask away.
You were there the night she died. At the festival. What exactly? Vincent averted his eyes. I could tell he was upset. I knew this wouldn't be easy for either of us.
I was the one that invited her. I thought it'd be nice to help her make friends. I guess it was stupid in hindsight. Claire and Tony aren't the friendliest people. When I woke up the next morning, she was gone. The cops said she probably ran away.
Did you believe them?
No. No, I didn't. Then the news said she drowned.
Vincent, are you home? Who is this?
Hey, Dad, this is my friend, Petra.
Hello, Petra. What brings you here exactly?
We were just having some lunch.
Shouldn't you be studying? Your grades are abysmal.
I know, Dad.
It's nice to meet you, Mr. Lambert. My cousin, Georgie Romero, used to tutor your son.
Georgie? I remember her. Nice enough girl, no future ahead of her.
Dad!
She wanted to go to New York for some kind of art degree. Thought she could get the Roman Dorsey scholarship even.
She deserved it. You know they gave it to her before she died.
It's a useless degree, son.
Art isn't useless.
There's not enough money to go around for every hobbyist to attend a 4-year institution.
Dad, we've talked about this.
I'm just saying. You're making much better use of that scholarship than she ever would have.
My undead heart would have skipped a beat if it could. Are you saying that Georgie would have gotten Vincent's scholarship if she was alive?
Vincent did get the scholarship after her death, but it should have been his to begin with.
My blood was boiling. You realize you're talking about my cousin, right?
I had nothing against her. She was smart. That's why I encouraged her to go into anything else. She could have been a professor. That's a completely respectable career. Her death saved her some embarrassment.
I couldn't stop myself. I brought my hand up and smacked it across his face. Mr. Lambert held his cheek in surprise. I'm going home.
I'm so sorry about Dad. He doesn't think before he talks. I don't think he meant to hurt you.
Even if he didn't mean to, he did.
I know. I'm sorry.
Your dad wasn't there that night that she died, right?
No, he dropped me off because, he needed the car the next morning. Normally I would just drive myself.
So he had the car. He knew where you were?
I mean, of course. My dad wouldn't let me go to a festival overnight without at least knowing where I was.
Did he say anything?
He told me to call him if I needed him. I called him first thing in the morning. He happened to be in the area to pick me up. I didn't really feel like staying after Georgie left.
He happened to be in the area?
Yeah, I think he was picking up a cake for a coworker's birthday or something.
A birthday.
He really does feel bad about Georgie's death. I promise. He sent her mom a casserole. You send people a casserole when they're grieving.
So I've heard.
Georgie didn't deserve what happened. I mean, nobody does, but she really didn't deserve to die. Is there anything I can do?
No, I don't think so. I just need to go home. Thank you, though.
Well, if you ever need anything, I'm just a text away. Here, I'll give you my number.
Vincent pulled a pen from his jacket pocket and carefully wrote his number on my hand. I used that same hand to wave goodbye as he headed back inside. On the walk home, all I could think about was what his father had said. Edward Lambert. Tony and Claire may have been dead ends, but I had a new suspect for my murder. He had wanted that scholarship for Vincent, and I'd been in his way. Edward knew where we were that night. Could he have come back to the festival to get me alone? Could someone else place him at the scene of the crime? I had to get answers, but I didn't know where to begin. And I was afraid I would break Vincent's heart.
This has been Georgie Romero is Done For. Written and directed by Kat Walker-Shea. Additional writing by Sox Whitmore. Produced by Kat Walker-Shea, Sox Whitmore, and Rachel Greenberg. Sound designed by Meg Malloy-Tootin. Music composed by Evan Johnson. Sox Whitmore as Georgie Romero. Caleb Feetsum as Ash Ramus. Catherine Means as Barbara Romero. Jade Robinson as Bigfoot Karen. Keon Hidari as Vincent. Andrew Moores as Edward. Thank you for tuning in to Georgie Romero is Done For. I hope you'll stay with us for our next episode.